Oh, United, we love you. We love United, we do. We love United, we do. Oh, United, we love you.
Coming up on this episode, I met up with the world's oldest Manchester United supporters club at the Allianz Arena, home of Germany's most famous club, Bayern Munich. The Bavarian Capital has one of the best public transport systems in the world: buses, trains, trams and a subway. I took the U-Bahn, an underground network that's overground by the time it gets to Fruitmanning. You'll need to head north on the U6, and it takes around 45 minutes, including one change if you're starting out at Munich's central station. So it's Sunday morning, just arrived in Fruitmanning. Going to go on a museum tour at the Allianz Arena, the home of Bayern Munich, with my friends from the world's oldest Manchester United supporters club, MUSC Malta. And it really just underlined the beautiful relationship between Manchester United Football Club and Bayern Munich. If I'm sounding out of breath, it's because I'm carrying about 20 kilos on my back. Got a couple of cameras and a bag full of lenses, all my equipment. When you're working solo, you have to be quite fit to carry all the gear. And left a tripod and a small light in my hotel room, but not going to need that today. It's a gorgeous day. You can't get better than the natural light created by the man up there. It's a good 25-minute walk to the stadium from the underground, so be prepared. I was lucky to make my journey on a beautiful winter's day, an opportunity to fully admire this magnificent stadium. The museum is right round the other side, and our friends from Malta had taken the quick route, arriving by road, just 25 minutes from the city centre if there's no traffic. The staff at the museum are super helpful, and our tour party was greeted by Sasha, one of a friendly and knowledgeable team at the Allianz Arena. Once inside, we were free to wander around and take our time admiring the club's history. It's very much a who's who of German football, including my own personal favourite, Franz Beckenbauer, the only man to captain and manage a World Cup winning team. Germany's goalkeeper when Beckenbauer lifted the World Cup in 1974 was his Bayern teammate Sepp Maier, still rated their greatest ever #1. Ever since the Munich Air Disaster of 1958, there's been a unique bond between Manchester United Football Club and Bayern Munich. Our German brothers have helped keep alive the memory of our fallen heroes, with a dignified respect that has stood the test of time. A decade later, United won our first European Cup, 6 years before Bayern won it for the first time, and were then champions of Europe 3 years in a row. In all, Bayern have been champions of Europe 6 times. Really is impressive, the Bayern Munich Museum. So many trophies. The club's so dominant here in Germany. They seem to win all the time. United also beat Bayern to winning the treble, but the Germans have done it twice.
Right, thank you, man. And I hope you have a nice day here in Munich. Enjoy the arena tour.
Thank you.
And we will see you.
Thank you, Sasha. Thank you.
You will see everything of the stadium, no problem. On the way you can take as many pictures as you like.
This has been Bayern's home since 2005, when they moved across the city from the Olympic Stadium, where Bayern had previously played since the 1972 Summer Games. With a maximum capacity of 75,000, the Allianz Arena has many great features, and it's a stadium with brilliant acoustics.
Today it's empty, no matches in Munich today. Today the team plays in Wolfsburg. 3, 2, 1, United!
Today's visit is part of a special pilgrimage. It's the eve of the 65th anniversary of the Munich Air Disaster, a significant date in the history of the supporters club.
The supporters club was founded 1 year after the Munich Air crash. Tomorrow is the 65th anniversary, and that is why we are here, because we go to Trudering tomorrow to pay respect. And the chairman will be there, Heiner will be there.
The president
will be there.
24 hours later, these fans were indeed at Trudering for the memorial service in honour of the Busby Babes, and all 23 who lost their lives in the crash of '58.
Dear friends from Manchester, dear friends from Munich, dear friends from all over the world who came here to Manchesterplatz to remember the Busby Babes.
A man will never play again who met destruction at the flowers of English football, the flowers of Manchester.
Our fans from Malta were among the supporters groups who laid a wreath on this hugely important date in our history. Extended coverage from that sombre occasion we'll see later in this series. Back at the stadium, the tour continued with a look behind the scenes, including a trip to the home dressing room. Germany's #1 club is 75% owned by fans and supported by 4 major companies. 25% of the club is owned by Audi, Adidas and Allianz, those 3 commercial giants each owning an equal share. And then there's Deutsche Telekom, who are much more than your average shirt sponsor. Their partnership has lasted more than 20 years, and Deutsche Telekom also jointly run the club's TV station and interactivity inside Bayern's state-of-the-art stadium. A stadium, by the way, that was paid off 16 years ahead of schedule. Despite the Bundesliga being dwarfed in size by the commercial might of the Premier League, Bayern Munich is still a giant on the global stage. They're consistently in the top 3 or 4 in the World Money League, and with 300,000 members, Bayern have a solid fan base that underwrites their success on the pitch. On our tour, we saw inside and out how efficient the Germans are. It's a club built to succeed both on and off the pitch. Many of these fans were in Barcelona when United beat Bayern to complete our treble in 1999. There's both a strong rivalry and a mutual respect between our clubs, but there's no doubt where loyalties lie.
United, we love you. We love you, Gubba, we do. We love you, Gubba, we do. We love you, Gubba, we do. Oh, Gubba, we love you.